All right, well, I am honored to have two of my good friends, so I guess it's not so much an honor, it's more of a pleasure. I'm pleasured to have Jessica Duravash, I planned that one, and Diane Ferraro of Where Is My Guru? They have a question, I guess, for the audience tonight. We're talking about social media tips for yoga people. Some of these will apply to any people, but we wanted to be specific because social media is always specific. If you're doing it in a general way, and that would be my first tip, you're not really doing it. So tailor it exactly to the audience you're doing it to, and do it in a very personal way. So that's number one. We're going to do a top 10. So Jessica?
Number 2, you can view your social media community just like you view your Sangha. So you want to connect with certain Sanghas online, whether that be Elephant Journal or another online magazine, but Elephant Journal really is who you should be connecting with. And you connect with your Sangha. You're consistent with your Sangha. You support them. You listen to them. You comment. You're supportive, and so just as you would. Just as you would with your Sangha in real life. So you can develop it and it allows you to go global, which that's the really amazing, wonderful thing, is you just don't have something that's very local. You can extend that out and create relationships beyond your wildest dreams.
I like that. All right, number 3.
Turn on the computer.
Is that your tip?
Yeah.
All right.
I've got 2 more, right?
No, that was good.
Okay.
My mom has been doing that one wrong for years.
Okay.
So what number are we on? Does that count? Yes, it does. Number 4. I guess to follow Jessica's point, Diane's was so good, you can't really build on that. Social media isn't just this fancy techie little trend that we're all reading about in Wired feeling special. It actually is the most amazing free means of getting out your message, whether it's PR or media or just, I'm walking my dog and it's a pretty day and look at this cloud. Or if you're, oh, I like that, I got it. That was my dog. That's ever existed in history. So pre-Twitter, pre-YouTube, this would be, 100 people having fun in a room. Now it can be hundreds and hundreds of thousands via YouTube. Number 5.
Number 5 would be, just as nobody's going to perfect the perfect backbend or the perfect handstand in one day, social media is the same thing. So you need to be on there, you need to be consistent. It needs to become almost, if you're wanting to engage, it needs to become a part of your practice. And so you need to be on there every single day, consistently, develop a schedule, whether you're going to post a quote every single morning or post an article every single afternoon, but you need to be consistent if you want to see results just like in your yoga practice. So it's really goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Okay. Know thyself. So when you show up on social media, just be comfortable with yourself. Treat it like a conversation. Just understand who you are before you start speaking out. And that's pretty straightforward, I think, right?
Yeah, that's one of the most important, or if that's really the only tip you need.
Wow.
So what are we on, number 6?
Yeah. No, 7.
7.
7? Great job, Waylon. Number 7, I like on the cue card it says ignore Twitter. If you're a yoga teacher, unless you're a big famous yoga teacher or you want to be one, which is totally fine and great to get the message of yoga out to the stiff masses, I would say ignore Twitter. Twitter is something, as Jessica was alluding to generally, that takes consistency. You need to do it all the time. You need to do it in a personal way. And if you're going to just do it a little bit and, kind of have one foot in, one foot out, don't even bother. Save your time, start a Facebook page, let people know about your classes and all that. Number 8?
Number 8. So more kind of directing to the yoga community as a whole, let's set an example. So, there is a common quote out there that says off the mat and into the world. And many of us, even though we're yoga teachers, we go off the mat and we go to sit on our computers all day long. And so if we can't authentically engage in those moments and use lenses of mindfulness or even take the yogic principles, whether that's the yamas or the niyamas or the 8 limbs, and think about those things and ground yourself before you go and communicate online, make a comment, recognize when something triggers you. So that would be to the yoga community. So let's set an example for the other communities out there of how we are using mindfulness to engage.
That's great.
That's good. My last one is have fun. Have a really good time. You know, sit in front of the computer and understand that you're there to shift something if you want to. And if you're having fun with it, it's going to have that ripple effect. So make it a party, you know.
Number 10, and the last one, we're out of time as usual, is be willing within the context of yoga and trying to be a good person and being a benefit to the world to be a little shameless. I know about that. A year or two ago, I actually won, I think, 2 awards at the Westward Awards, and one of them was Shameless Self-Promoter. So get comfortable putting yourself out there and just remember that you're putting yourself out there not for yourself, but hopefully for the message and being a benefit. And you know, whether it's a daily YouTube video or a weekly YouTube video or Pinterest or any of the many tools that we haven't mentioned, be consistent, be personal, be true to yourself. And like Where's My Guru, which has built themselves up as a national radio program out of literally nowhere a year ago and is now at South by Southwest, where we're honored to join them. If you put yourself out there and you're doing something good, you'll begin to attract a following, and that will enable you to make money doing what you love. That's a benefit, and that's not a bad thing. So thank you very much. Where's my guru?
Thank you.